Welcome to Finance Walk. In this video, we're going to cover basics of equity research career. If you've got a knack for financial modeling and you're interested in learning the minute details of various companies' operations, equity research may be for you. It may not seem as glamorous as investment banking, but seeing your name on a report you have helped to write adds a sense of genuine satisfaction to the job, equity research analysts say. What it is. So what do equity research analysts do? Equity research analysts work on both the sales side and the buy side. Sales side researchers will work at an investment bank or independent research company, while the buy side typically indicates hedge funds, mutual funds, or investment management. On the sales side, researchers develop earnings and cash flow models of the companies they follow. The research is driven by stock performance, that is Infosys, for example, a good investment for a shareholder? A sell-side analyst will cover a specific group of companies and know more about less compared to a buy-side analyst. For example, an analyst might cover 10 healthcare companies, write reports and make presentations to the clients, which may include investment managers like Fidelity and Morgan Stanley. On the buy side, an analyst will follow 20 to 40 companies in 2 to 3 different sectors. The buy side analyst focuses on suitability elements for the client involved. They don't publish their research like sales side analysts do, but instead feed their insights to the portfolio managers who are managing money for the client. Reports can range from 2 to 3 pages after a company's earnings to 10 to 15 pages for a longer outlook piece. Not all analysts have to cover companies. However, some analysts analyze macro trends across countries, and for that you have to stay on top of current events. Pay package. The pay includes salary plus bonus. This bonus depends on the performance of the analyst. Work culture or lifestyle. The hours required are less intensive than investment banking hours. You need to put 10 to 12 hours every day. If you're working as an analyst on the sell side, arrive early. Sell side firms produce morning packages for the clients, and so you need to come early. The position may offer greater flexibility than other finance jobs. At some equity research firms in Mumbai, analysts work 50 to 60 hours a week. Your output is measured in terms of research and not the number of hours you put in. You need to work well in a team. You'll be organized by sector such as energy or telecom into teams with anywhere from 2 to 20 people. For example, a Mumbai-based firm has about 12 analysts on its information technology team, 4 based in Delhi and about 8 in Mumbai. A team will have a minimum of a senior and junior analyst. If there are more than 10 stocks under coverage, juniors will be added. There are normally 2 to 8 people on the firm's team that covers banks. Everyone's name will go on report that are produced, with most of the credit and fame going to the senior analyst. The amount of time it takes junior analysts to have their names appear at the top of reports varies. It depends how unique and interesting your insights are. It takes 5 years to 10 years to reach senior status. Requirements or criteria. There are a few classic routes to get into this business. Sometimes undergraduates can enter the field right after graduating, or you can break in after attending MBA programs. Another way is to spend 5 to 10 years working in an industry, establish yourself as an expert, then get into an analyst position covering companies within that industry. When it comes to academic background, you should ideally have a master's degree with a concentration in finance, accounting, mathematics, economics, or accounting. You need to be computer proficient too. You need to have the ability to write. If churning out papers as an undergrad wasn't your forte, You may not be an asset to the firm you are trying to join. You will need to be able to argue your case well for a valuation in clear and concise terms the client can understand. You will be contributing to reports nearly every day, so you will have to be comfortable with written communication. Firms are also looking for those with intellectual curiosity, people who want to understand every tiny detail about a company and the implications for their clients' portfolios. On the sales side, once you move up the ladder, you will need to know how to market yourself and your research. You will meet with clients and must be able to convince them that your insights are a necessity. Effectively, you will be a salesperson for the team. Eligibility criteria or the credentials. In most cases, master's degree in business, finance or economics or an MBA is a requirement to land the position, and a CFA would prove useful. Do you need a CFA before applying for equity research analyst position? No. You can go for CFA certification after you join the firm and study simultaneously. Now let's see pros and cons of the job. That's the best part of the job and the worst part of the job. Let's see first the best part of the job. Because the economy is always changing, it's easy to stay stimulated and interested in what you are doing. At a lot of jobs, after 2 years, you stop learning or get a little bored. But that's not the case in equity research. Every day is different for you. You're competing with other analysts at other firms to put out the most prominent, thoughtful research, an intellectual exercise that will keep you on your toes. In other words, you're not just putting figures into a spreadsheet and hitting compute. Now let's see the worst part of the job. A rapidly changing economic landscape is a double-edged sword. The toughest part can be that in a fast-moving industry, some great work you've done might become less relevant quickly. For example, you may have performed some great analysis on a company and the next day it gets acquired. A report you've done could be rendered useless in a matter of hours. So you will need to be able to go with the flow and move on to the next.